Inspiration. I'm your host, Tanya Winningham. I hope you're having an amazing Tuesday. I've been over here grinding and sleeping. Exactly. So, guys, this is part 2 of why your social media sucks, aka why you not making no money on social media. Hey, Promise, haven't seen you in forever. Hey, Marissa, how are you, love? Hey, Charlene, welcome back. Tanya, Misha Lee, come through, fam. Hey, Women in Purpose, Lisa. How are you guys? Hey, Jennifer. Hey, Lynn. So if you haven't shared the video, of course, we're giving away this week. Hey, Ashley. Happy New Year. Hey, Desiree. Hey, D. Morris. Hey, Positive Influencer. Hey, Worry. How are you, sis? We're giving away a copy of, multiple copies of my digital product. Oh, baby, I've just been missing the name. My digital product, Time to Make Money, and you definitely need that because that's a time management tool that's going to help you balance your life. And so let me recap real quick from yesterday. Anybody need a recap from yesterday? Hey, Ja. Hey, Markeisha. Yes, so if you haven't already signed up for the What's Hot, What's Not social media that I'm hosting tonight, make sure you go to bit.ly/hotmedia18. It's a free workshop. You got to do the survey in order to receive the invite. But bit.ly/hotmedia18 if you want to know what's hot and what's not this year for social media. Hey, Jan, can't wait to see you for your event. I think it's on the 24th of February. So let me give you a recap from yesterday. The first 7 reasons why your social media sucks. Hey, Dallas, great talking to you this morning. Number 1 is you have no social media strategy. That was a big ouch moment for people yesterday because if you don't have a social media strategy, like the people say, if you don't have a plan, you plan to fail. And social media being such a big part and a big opportunity. Happy New Year, Hope. For you to be able to get in front of your target, if you don't have a strategy, that's like going outside with a loaded gun and just firing into the air. That's like when you don't have a social media strategy. That's like going outside. That's like going goose hunting with a blindfold on and just aiming the gun. Hey, Dr. Finch, and then you wonder why you don't have any clients, and you wonder why you're not generating revenue, but you got to start with the strategy. That's first and foremost. So number 1 is you don't have a strategy. Number 2 is you don't have engagement. A lot of people remember that old school song, hit and run just for fun. You played your game so well. Y'all remember that? Hey, Pastor Shaletta, Happy New Year. A lot of you post and run. You post and run. You feel like if you post it, that's it. That's it. It's supposed to be because you don't engage with your audience. Then what happens is lack of engagement is lack of followers and lack of influence. So stop posting and running. Number 3, you refuse to stream live. Even though video gets 20 to 30 and even 40 times the engagement of a normal post, you refuse to go live. And so that's why your social media sucks. Number 4 was a big ouch moment for a lot of people, which was inconsistency. Yeah, I be seeing you. You post today. You don't post no more for 2 weeks. Your business page ain't been posted on in 7 months. People don't know if you in business or not. Inconsistent. Not realizing, I don't know who that was. Not realizing that this is a representation of your brand. And if people can't expect for you to be consistent every day on social media, how can they expect for you to be consistent in your business? So number 3 was inconsistent. Number 4 was inconsistent. Number 5 was post too much or not enough. And like I said, there's a thin line between posting enough to be informative or posting too much that people feel like it's spam and they start to ignore you. Only 10% of your audience sees what you post when you post anyway. So if you don't have a rhythm for posting, unfortunately, a lot of your audience is going to miss what you post. Likewise, some of you rarely post at all. So there's a very thin line between posting too much and not enough. Which brings me to what we hate the most, which is spam. Which is spam. Who is this? 323-527-0659. Call them and tell them I'm online. It knocked me completely off my Periscope. 323-527-0659. Mm-hmm. Oh, please, let me get back on.
Hi, you were calling for Danielle? Yeah, she's online.
Hey, guys, sorry about that. So, let me just real quick. I was recapping.
Do you have a question? Because I'm here.
Who?
It's the HB.
Oh.
Okay, go ahead.
Oh, that was my grocery delivery. So just real quick, no strategy, lack of engagement, you refuse to live stream. Hey, Arnisha, you're inconsistent. You post too much or not enough, which brings me to what we hate the most. Hey, Sister Joanna, which is spam. Hey, Deborah, welcome, which is spam. How many times you been hit up in your inbox by somebody acting a donkey that you don't know? Hey, Shells Natural, I haven't seen you in forever. Hey, Chantel, by somebody you don't know offering you something you don't want. Inbox marketing is not a marketing campaign. Did everybody hear that? Inbox marketing to people you don't know without a proper introduction of yourself and your products. Hey, Mixed Munchies, how you doing, sis? Is not a marketing campaign. What you're really going to do is get on people's nerves, and people are going to start to badmouth you. I only DM people who have asked me for information. I only DM people that I know. Hey, Khaled, I only DM people who I interact with. I do not dry DM people that I have absolutely positively no connection with. And then they had a nerve to DM you and ask for stuff. Buy my new album. Support my new book. Now, I know you guys have seen that. And it's the worst possible use of social media ever. So no strategy, no engagement. You post and run. You refuse to live stream. Thank you for the notes, Hope. You're inconsistent. You post too much or not at all. You're spamming people. And last but not least, you don't know who your target is. And because you don't know who your target is, one day you got a daycare, and the next you frying chicken, and the next you're washing cars. You're so all over the place with who you serve that you serve no one. And that's the ouch, because we've been taught multiple streams of income. But the majority of you have no streams of income and multiple streams of foolishness. Because what's happening is, instead of spending your time online connecting to the person that you really need to connect to, you're spending your time online spinning your wheels. So that was the top 7 from yesterday. Did that help anybody? If that helped anybody, say me. Now I'm about to go into the 7 for today. So 7 reasons your social media sucks. 7 reasons that your social media sucks. And because it sucks, you're not making any money online. And at some point, you got to say that I am going to fix it. Does that kind of make sense what I'm saying? If you know your social media sucks, at some point, you got to make a commitment to do something about it. I'm about to launch a live stream class. Back to back, I'm going to launch a Facebook masterclass. Back to back, I'm going to launch a course called Communities That Create Cash. And between the 3 of those classes, that's how you're going to get your social media life. The bottom line is that if you don't get the education, you can't expect to figure this out. And that's the truth. So that was the 7 from yesterday. Make sure you share the broadcast. #shared. We're going to be giving away a copy of my digital product, Time to Make Money, which is an amazing time management video and notes. So make sure you share. #share. So today, part 2. Why, oh why, does your social media suck? You know what, Arnisha? That's on my list today. That is on my list today. You can't hire nobody to be you on social media. Let me tell you, I've tried it for years. You cannot hire someone to be you on social media. That was like my number. Oh, that's on my next set, part 3. You do need a team, but the team does not replace you. The team supports you. You still got to create your own content on social media. It still got to have your personality. It still got to have your swag. It still got to be all about you. But I digress. Let me go to my number 1 for today. So my number 1 for today, 7 reasons your social media sucks, is that you're all over, nowhere. Did y'all catch that? You're all over. Hey, Judge, nowhere. Let me tell you what that means. You're on Snap, Twitter, Instagram. You're all of these places. But because you're all of these places, you're not effective anywhere. Instead of just taking one tactic and sitting still and mastering that tactic, which is why I'm launching that live stream mastery course and that Facebook mastery course. What y'all fail to realize is with 7.5 people on a billion people on the planet, half of them are on Facebook. If you just master Facebook and live stream, you would have captured the majority of everybody. That's the truth. If you just learn to master Facebook and a little bit of Facebook live streaming, you would have captured the majority of everybody. The truth of the matter is these social media platforms are here to make a profit. So unless you're spending money on leads and ads, they're going to be every step along the way trying to keep you from getting in front of your clients. And that's why they changed those algorithms so much. They just changed the algorithms on Instagram. So for those of you who don't know enough to know when they change, and you was like, well, this was working a week ago, now it's not working, it's because they trying to keep you confused as to what works and what doesn't work. And we're so egotistical that we really think we know social media, even though we're not getting no clients and even though we're not improving up on our revenue. Hey, Lisa, how are you? I talked to somebody on the phone yesterday. Less than 200 people on their mailing list, 3 clients. They charge about $1,000 for a speaking engagement. I asked them what was their level of social media mastery, and they told me an 8. They told me an 8. All right, Arnisha. I said to myself, wow, you have 3 clients. You charge $1,000 for a keynote. Hey, Mayana, you have absolutely no engagement on your page. But in your mind, you're a social media expert. So I asked, I said, can I help you with something? See, at some point, we've got to define expert. And do y'all want to hear my definition of expert? And again, if you haven't shared the video, make sure you share a video, #shared, so you can win a copy of my Time to Make Money digital product. Do you guys want to hear my definition of expert? If you make $10,000 a year on, thank you, Damien, on social media, you're not an expert. If you make about $30,000 a year on social media, you may be a 2 or 3. If you make less than $100,000 a year on social media, you could not be any more than a 5. In order to be a 7, you got to be generating at least 7 figures. If you're an 8, you're generating 8 figures. If you're a 9, you're generating 9 figures. And if you're a social media behemoth, meaning the best of the best of the best, and you're a 10, you're generating 10 figures on social media. Look at the number. Look at how much money you're making. And if you're not making 6 figures on social media, you're not a 6. At Wealth Speaker, you're not a 6. So stop lying to yourself. Thank you, Hakeem. Stop lying to yourself about your social media expertise. Just real talk. And if you ain't making no money on social media, that's right, you're a 0. So number 1, you're all over nowhere. Number 2, the world has tricked you into believing that you can do everything on social media. So much so you don't even leave the house anymore. So much so that you don't even call people on the phone. You think that you post and you're going to get clients without any other direction, without any other relationships, without any other interactions. I do, guys, I do. But that's not what we're talking about. So you've gotten confused. You're not networking. You're not calling folks. You're not doing anything but posting, and then you wonder why you're not making money on social media, and that's one of the reasons. Number 3 is buying followers. Number 3 is buying followers. And a lot of you don't make that mistake. A lot of you make the mistake of following people who are buying followers. And it's very easy to tell if they go live and ain't nobody there, they bought them followers. You can buy followers. You can buy followers on Twitter. You can buy followers on Instagram. You can buy followers. You can buy a whole bunch of bots. But they don't engage. And so at the end of the day, you may want to be careful who you follow. Because some of the people that you think got a lot of followers, they just got a lot of bots. So that's number 3. Number 4. Hey, Chantel, thinking that if you create a business page, the likes are just going to happen. A lot of you think that with web pages. A lot of you think that if I build a web page, oh man, I'm going to start making money. But the bottom line is if you don't drive people to your website, and if you don't drive people to your social media, it's not going to happen. And Hakika, I'm actually jealous of young entrepreneurs because you get to start way before I did. David, that's one of my favorite sayings. I look to the hill from whence my help cometh. So if you're here, you're getting this information in your mind so that you can say to yourself, let me change it. I know something different. Let me do different. The next reason you're not making money on social media is you don't have a list. Hey, Hosetter, I called you last night. How many of you have less than 1,000 people on your mailing list? Say me. How many of you have less than 1,000 people on your mailing list? I got one better than that. How many of you have more Facebook friends than you have people on your list? That's the majority of everybody here. You've got more Facebook friends than you have on your list. So what happens is, if anything ever happens and they ban you from Facebook, you can't even get back in touch with the people that you've built relationships with. Tell me how you're going to do it. Something happens tomorrow, they ban you from Facebook. How you going to get back in touch with the same people you kick it with right now? The answer is you're not. That's the answer. The answer is you're not. Yeah. You got all these friends on social media, but they're not on your list. So they're not really. You really don't own those relationships. The last mistake, number 7. Seventh reason, part 2. Seventh reason that you're not generating revenue on social media is that you don't sell. You have this allergic, holier than thou sense of your products and your services that people are going to just automatically figure out what you do and buy stuff from you. And it does not work like that. Everyone is 100% a salesman of some type. You just have to make peace with the fact you have a good product. And if you have a great product, there's nothing wrong with you offering your product to the world. You got to stop being shy. Stop being shy about what you birthed, about the products and services you created. If you won't tell the world about you, who will? So don't forget, tonight I'm having a workshop at 7, I think it's 7 or 7:30 p.m. bit.ly/hotmedia18. If you want to know what's hot and what's not, social media 2018, bit.ly/hotmedia18. It's free to join. Just got to complete the survey. But let me recap. 7 reasons you're broke in social media. Number 1, you're all over nowhere. Number 2, you don't take anything offline. Number 3, you're buying followers. Number 4, you feel like you don't need to drive people to your social media. That if you just set it up, they're going to automatically come. Number 6 is you don't have a list. And number 7 is you're not requiring people to pay you for your gifts. And that, my friends, is why you're not generating revenue. And me personally, I wouldn't be okay with it. If I saw all of these other people getting money on social media, I'd be willing to take the steps that it took to figure it out and get it right. And that's exactly what I did. So you got to make a choice. Continue on your current path or choose to change it. So again, last call tonight, bit.ly/hotmedia18. We're going to be talking about how do you shift your social media so that it has an expectation for abundance. All right? Make sure you share, invite a friend, bit.ly/hotmedia18. and I'll see you guys soon.